that you will receive. I know some of the careers that are represented here today, some of you have never heard of them. So ask questions. There is no straight path. Someone can start off in the arts class, but they end up doing a science career. That is also very, very possible. You could also start off as a scientist, but you end up doing an arts career. And I know that in the world today, people who earn big money don't come from the conventional careers. So be open-minded. So ensure that you make use of this opportunity. And a group that will start off in the classroom, we are going to send some to the classes. You wait as others start off. As I've explained that you can't.
We're supposed to go through the different exhibitors that we have. Some are still setting up, some are indeed ready to take us through the career guidance. But I just wanted to caution us, Career Day is extremely important, as we may all know. And I strongly know that there is somebody who is going to be guided about their career today and perhaps in the next few minutes. Will make up their mind and appreciate something and say, for me, I am going to pursue this. But as that may be the case, there might also be somebody that may risk to stray around the dormitory and get into trouble. So today might be unique in your life in the sense that you may get career advice, but it could also, so that we prepare to hear from them. We have that has a lot of money. So, but sometimes at this stage we all know, go to the computer lab research. So what's this thing about research? And how does it bring bread to a modern career, a modern day career? You know, being a digital artist, designing for us. Okay, agriculture. Agriculture, the best sector in this country. The backbone, the heart and everything of our country. We have here what it means to serve under those in agriculture in particular. We have churad here. There are also, but also so many other products that they do. Uganda Fish and Exporters Association. Apart from enjoying fish on your plate, Foods Limited is here. Many of us enjoy their snacks, but now we may also know how possible fans of the Yalelo fish products. So today we can interact. National Forestry Authorities here. Good and great opportunities. Fashion and design. Style Sports Uganda, they are here. You want to be a stylist, you want to be a makeup artist, surely possible. So we can ask them all questions, not just about how to work with them, but also how do I become an MP, how do I become the president of Uganda? All those questions, they have the answers. Gayaza Old Girls Association, Wilfred Naluyinda. So pass by this tent to know, how do I become a mechanical engineer? How do I become a software engineer? Uganda Society of Architects. You may want to be the next designer of our education officers. We have our own Mr. Ronald Dungu. How do I become the next most valuable teacher in Gayaza? This is the place to be.
Look for Mr. Ronald Dung and ask all your questions. Uganda Police Force is here. Hey. This team will be telling us you may want to be the next person for whom we pay 20 million a table to come and watch, you know. Please ask this team. Counting on you to commit crime and you bail them out. How do you bail them out? Uganda Law Society is here. But we also said the Uganda Police is here. Balance. Sports and leisure sector is here. Miss Annette Nakamia will be guiding the sports. Not just a waste of time, but earning and benefiting from it. Center. Ubuntu Leadership Safari is here. Our Leadership Training Institute. We may need to pass by to know more about them. In the film industry, I know we have actresses here. The Lionheart filmmakers are here. Pass by and see. How do you become the next Malaika? How Nanataka Malaika? So how do you pursue those
Mbuza kutegeera kali
drinks and fruit carving?
musomesa mumpesaamu
Making money, what does it mean for me to possess a CPA? And what does it take me? Lucid Technical Institute. Lucid Mr. Nyanzisia again.
Yes, Wachika.
Myself, my name is Victoria Sectorico. I was here 6 years ago. I was in Kobe House. But then after that, I was prepared agriculture. I did BSc Agriculture, Farm Extension and Management. Immediately, I practically worked from Makerere to Uganda Development Bank as a banking officer. I served there for 13 years. I made a bit of money, met my husband in the process. You know, when you are at high level, even the husband you meet is also at that level. So in the process, I did fisheries. And I want to tell you that Gayaza was extremely proud of me, and so was I. After 9 years, I left and joined the food and agriculture.
Right now you can just click a button and you'll get your answer. But behind that button, someone has sat down and done the basics. So that's why it's very important that even as we advance in technology, we, the engineers, you have to understand the basics. Okay, so don't sit back and say AI is coming. You know, I'll just be a desktop engineer. I'll click buttons, formulas will be done. No, you have to know. Because the technology is advancing, you have to keep up with that technology. And you can only do that if you understand the science and the basics behind that technology. So as engineers, what would I say probably are the most 10 or 8 critical attributes you must have? Continuous learning. As an engineer, you will never stop learning. From the day you decide, I am going to university to do engineering, you've already started anyway. You will never stop. Even if you retire, because as she said, technology is improving every day. So you have to catch up. You won't sit back and tell me, in my years, we are using this technology, now it's not there. No. Your clients, your employers will expect you to move at that same. So continuous learning is very key, and it never ends. You retire, if you still want to practice engineering, you will still go on with it. Then you need to specialize. She has talked about mechanical engineering, civil engineering, biomedical, whatever. Even within civil, it's very wide. There's roads, there's water. So you have to get your niche. What are you going to do? You can't be a jack of all trades. I mean, you can't say, I'm this engineer. What will set you apart is when you specialize and you take that. So, in some universities, at least like Makerere, where I went for undergraduate, civil, you start off, it's, all the while. You do the roads, you do the structures, you do the water. But as you go along, you feel where you're more comfortable with. You will gravitate towards something. So at the end of it all, you have to specialize. Others, mechanical, you might start off specifically with that.
The fire will meet you.
The subscription based on the membership. You have, like, if you have platinum, you pay for the subscription.
No, subscription is the same. It's 120, like the 10K each month. You pay every year. If you stop paying after 3 years, you don't cease to be a member anymore. Yeah, but it's a good thing. Being part of Goga is actually useful. It's useful because I tell you this: there's a Gayaza girl in every office.
Yeah.
In every
company.
If you see every company, there's a Gayaza girl. And out there, I kid you not, yes, do well, get the grades, but you need people. You need networks. You need to know someone. Someone also needs to know you. So as you're here, what do you want people to know you? Don't just say, oh yeah, I know this person. Do they know you? So we don't know. Being part of Goga, I would advise you. What did you use the opportunity to share the when you get a way to complain, you didn't have farms, you didn't have words, things like that. And you follow social media pages, I try to communicate about the activities that are happening recently. So I would advise you, when you leave us, don't, I've left the school, I have gone, I will never leave Gayaza. But we come back and then we left the school. Now you're complaining, but then you shower behind.
Can be developed after you are what? You are a swimmer. Then to you, the students, the question will be, what subject do I need to do? What subject do I need to do to become a marine person? Diving is scientific, by the way. Has any one of you heard about the Aldenian physics? Aldenian physics. Aldenian physics. So that means for you to become a marine personnel or a diver for that matter, you must be having some science background. I'm not generally saying you must have, maybe you must have done science at A level. Even when you're at O level, you must take your science subject seriously. Because when we talk about that equipment here, you are talking about gas laws, you're talking about Archimedes principle, you are talking about gases in the fusion. All this, Henry's law. Who knows about Henry's law here? Who can state about Henry's law? Henry's law, gases in diffusion. What about Boyle's law? Boyle's law. Archimedes principle? So you can see, even when you will be going, the higher you go, that's when the basics must be there. The basics must be there. Those gas laws, you must be knowing them. Then biology must be at your fingertips, because now when it comes to diving, you are going to be in a biophysical environment. Biology is about your body, and the physical environment about the pressure under which you are going to operate underwater. So you must take your physics seriously, chemistry seriously, biology seriously. That is the basic science at ordinary level. But now when I'm going to talk about, if you are not in a vessel,
those are targets. But they also have trends of raping, spreading these sick diseases. They rape you, they use your life. That's one is they are sabotaging government plans. The government has procured some ARVs for a certain number of sick individuals. But when they go on doing that, they cause the government these drugs to get finished within the hospitals, hence making it pure. Those are some of them. Secondly, you need to be careful with these dustbins, leftovers. This is where people prefer planting. I don't know whether you have ever taken some of them to find out why. In town, they have very many lunatics. Have you ever about that? Where there is any urban setup, there are many lunatics. Some of them are just there to survey, to get intelligence. Then others are just there to know. They can come to school like this and you see them there. They take time. You need to be careful what will happen. Not scare you, but we are telling you to be alert. And the best weapon in the fight against terrorism is the eye. The eye will assist you to identify any out of place. Don't touch something you don't know. Don't touch something that doesn't belong to you. Stay away from that. Inform your colleagues, and then you communicate. Then luggages like this which can be used. We have these toll-free numbers. Like the times we are reporting back from holidays. People can come with such things.
Abandon the bags.
They abandon them there. Then you may go there. Then it just calls me to tell you that you should mark your properties. Something you don't understand. Even people, then the person, the new face within you. You have seen a man loitering around. What is that man looking for? If you can see such a person, immediately report. I think you don't know whether you were here that time when they banned one of the. I don't want to say that if you recall what happened in Aboke Girls' School, these people they have a lot. They done provinces of Ireland. Secondly, they look for whites. Those girls are put them apart.
Don't like smart father. You've seen it. You just it's not sweet, but you go as if you are taking a tablet. Don't worry, it's hygiene. You just put on your tongue. Just on your tongue.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Is presidents. When the president is, this van are the most yeah. And this place here is for commanders here, top commanders. That is from the army, the police, the prisons, and JIC, the intelligence officers. Now here we do service of maintenance. We have what we call inbuilt cameras. This van has got a photo camera, a rear camera, you see that? And also it has got a PTZ. So here we do types of cameras we have in IT. There's what we call a fixed camera, a PTZ camera, and FR camera, facial recognition camera, and then the NPR cameras. I want to arrest ABCD, you can see here for example. And also guide commanders on deployment and security. Two, this one, that is the runner road. Can you get me some cameras? Who's on this one? Give me cover here. Good ideas. Give me cover here. Cover. You're bleeding, menu. Cover. This one. So here we're able to see the whole country from here. I can see cameras in Karamoja, cameras in Murende. I see that. So basically here. Get us to Karamoja, get us Karamoja. Got Karamoja. Give them Karamoja. Oh, Moroto. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm coming there to give you. Thanks so much. That is what that's in Moroto. That is what Moroto. Moroto, new market. I see that. Very beautiful. By the Moroto is beautiful. By the way, Moroto has developed. They have new roads, many images and new buildings. By the way, because they catch it. That's that highway very nice. Moroto. That's what Moroto.
Look at the hills.
I see that Moroto market. So with this van here, I can see the whole what country. Give us the airport here. Give us the airport.
Yes.
And I know you want to go to Dubai, China, UK, Saudi Arabia. So that is the runway. That's the runway. Give us an FR at arrivals.
Yes.
Arrivals. Coming back from the UK with some. So basically, we do so much surveillance. Then two, arrivals here. See that? So here we have at our National Command Center. Can you get to me National Command Center? View. Now here, for example, this one here. Are we together?
Yes.
We view the whole country and we make decisions and guide operations here. So where we sit is, this is the National Command Center. Maybe can you give me a better view of that? Better view? Better view? I want to summarize because we've got less time here. More 3 minutes, is it?
Yeah, give 3.
Okay, 3 minutes, yes. So here, get me something. Now go to police headquarters. This is now police headquarters at the entrance. Get me the outer view.
She's sleeping.
No, she's planning for the country. She's planning for the country. She's making a decision for the country. Yes. So that is police headquarters. That is the. You know, my Oliver did technical drawing, eh? Yes. Our time was just to call it technical death by then. Yes. So this is police headquarters, where we sit. But now too, this can you get me an LT radio? Get me an LT radio.
Imagine we are here, guys, and witness.
Is this fire?
Now,
Excuse me, uncle. Yes.
this is called an LT what? Hello? This is called an LT what? Radio. This radio sends video, images, and audio back to the command van. Can you show me? Come get to show me the bad yard. It's showing us.
Is this one bulletproof?
We shall come to that. Let's classify it. Let's classify
I
I
it.
think it's classified.
I am
Very good. Now there, as he's moving that camera, he shows us what's outside there, the situation outside the command van, what's on the ground, who wants to demonstrate, who wants to cause chaos. I think that.
And that old video is sent back the command what? The command van. I see that. Then two, this one has got what you call video conferencing. Video conferencing. I can communicate with. Can you get me video conferencing? Get me talk to knock basically. I'm able to communicate with somebody at headquarters at any location as long as they've got the setup in the offices here. So the commanders can sit and communicate and make decisions while receiving commands from somebody at some point. Now we have got what we call a network operation center that oversees our networks.
Start from here.
So
that's how we do.
And it boils inside there. I don't know the mechanism inside there, but it boils inside there. Then it brings out the steam. So it's the steam that we use here. And then if it is black coffee, we use it also here. So then we are going to insert our water filter in the group here. But you make sure it is clean. With baristing, hygiene is very, very important. So important. Yeah? You have to cover your hair, keep your nails very short, put on covered shoes, you know. Covered shoes, it helps, it's for your protection. In case what you was new, if you're covered, of course, you'll be affected. So we are going to insert, that's how it means it's cooling water. So we shall put it in our group here. We turn it a bit to make it tight. So, okay, it brings out the coffee. That is a bomb concentrated coffee. So that is an espresso. It is what? An espresso. An espresso is different from Americano, different from cappuccino. This is actually the base of all the beverages. You see? It brings out the cream, that top cream that you're seeing. And it smells, are you smelling it? Yeah. It smells really nice. So, this cream, that is what you talk about, the creamer.
So we have different natural oils and we have essential oils. So essential oils have been distilled like from the plant, the leaf material of plants. They're leaf content. You have to really mix it in and like sunflower oil, but tea tree is good, rosemary is good. Yeah. Olive oil is good, but it's the natural oil where you can put some drops of essential oil, and that essential oil could be like the tea tree, could be the rosemary, could be argan is a natural oil. So essential oils are really specific, but they come from the leaf part of plants. They are distilled, they are really potent. You can put like just a few drops and buy an essential oil. Put it in another oil. But you have to always that whatever oil it is, olive oil, argan oil, whatever oil it is, and essential oil will always lift it up in value in the way it works. So if you can have some oils already on the market,
I didn't try that.
You apply it and just massage if you want to.
All the length of my arm. I mean, my hair is a little bit curly, but I'm pure. Yeah, but I'm pure. Yeah, so it just depends. But our house has to be enhanced. No, you see the second one. They're kind of current.
So you just have to try to just once in like every 6 months. I do like a little thing. Somehow I'm also trying to get my length, and that's also very important. So when you realize what's going on, just every time, just take time to meet. But that's a really that's good. And it's supposed to work like but yeah, really that's what you need to do.
Everything started. And by then, I was pursuing my degree in computer graphics design. So I made this my class project. Yes. Any assignments, do business cards, do a video, do an advert, do what? My company was my project. And remember, in university, you're like 5 to 6 people in a group. So everyone, I had like 5 iterations of adverts for me. So that's a very big advantage. It's also why I would encourage you guys. If you find out what you want to do early enough, start. Like this was so bad. Like I didn't even have labels by the time I just had like funny things. It was I just knew it worked. That's what I knew. I didn't know anything about building a team, how to do business. Right now we are like a team of 5. But I didn't know how to hire people. I didn't know like all of the things I did have. But all I knew is
what do you tell it so that it goes after people? I don't think that. No, it doesn't go after people. What does it do? Anything connected to or explosive. Anything that can be connected and can know that until they are trained them, they can differentiate the same. So it's just can you command? I don't command you. Like I don't think it's possible. Yes, you succeed. Come. Stand. Now you're calm. Stand. Come where you are. Where do you? Well, are you okay? How dogs like this? She didn't touch. She didn't touch. Our dogs are Rottweiler. Don't go near. Really? Just leave it for the house. So you castrate them? No, they are not. Naira. So do you place them or you let them reproduce?
We buy them, we import them, then we reproduce. Like this one is a Belgium and German
Ideation, ponic pork, but I even play with the West. Who knew there is a money in West? So I play with the West. All this is money. All this is what? Let me just tell you, money from the pig. I get $100 from one pig. So when he says you see a tree, me I also, when I say piglet like this, I still sing a piglet. I'm seeing money, $100 from one pig. One piglet. Then that is when you've sold it primary production. Then when you cut it, a kilo, I sell it. If I do processing, a kilo I sell it a minimum of 30,000. Okay? Raw. Then when I roast it, it's even much more. You get it? Now that's money. But then when I go back, I go to the dung. And also I use the dung. I could sell the dung first. All I could do those, you see, all this is money. That at the end of the day, by the time the pigs have grown in 6 months, because that's when we cut them, I've made a lot of money. That by the time I sell my pork, I've actually already done the what? The profits. By the time I sell pork, I'm on just 100% profit or even 150%. Okay? Now, I know you're looking for all different professions. Okay? When I tell you I'm a vet, when we studied being a vet, of course you know what it means being a vet. You have to be a boat like you guys. I don't mean I wasn't a boat. You have to be very bright. Okay? Then after being bright, but you need guidance, okay? And vet school is very, very hard, okay? And it's harder if you're what? A woman. In any sciences, right? Now, what Honorable was telling you, have to walk like Gayaza girls with your heads up high, and you knock these doors and you storm them and you become very successful, okay? When you are successful and you show that you're a Gayaza girl, everything will be okay. And then what you do, now we are women, all your girls, but you later become, you will later get married. I told you I'm a mother, I'm a wife, okay? You need to look after your children. Let me just tell you a small story, actually, how maybe I turned into a farmer, okay? So I gave birth to premature twins. I was already a pig farmer because I told you it paid for my master's tuition. And I was only growing pigs. Then I give birth to premature twins. I had to sit down to look after them, okay? Then what happened? Of course, I'm not a vet. I'm a vet, but I'm not inactive. I'm looking after the what? The twins. Then I started to grow these things. I started to grow these. Remember what Honorable told you? We have to make money at all costs. So when I decided that I'm going to be a farmer, everyone was like, what? A farmer? You who went to school? I said yes. And the reason why people don't make money out of farming because they don't use their books. They, you know, our parents or our great-grandparents are like, they were just doing things para. But but now you go and use your science. Go and use these books, the things, the math. You understand? So when we tell you to study math, you have to use it properly. That because when we are measuring, we say, like coffee. I think coffee is 60 centimeters. Where is it? Has gone.
1 meter by 3.
1 meter by 3. Okay? 1 meter by 3. What is that? What is that? That is math. You understand? So you have to apply those things. That's 1 meter by 3. You have to apply your math. So you have to have been good at math. So when you apply all these things, I tell people, me, I count up to the toilet. I can count everything. I'll get money from there. And I'm like, so how much money have I made? I've made this much. So now that I was not working, I needed to. So me, when I got married, I went with my pigs because I was already keeping what? I was already keeping pigs. Then I told my husband, you see, there's money in pigs, are you sure? Then I did the calculations for him. He's like, okay, I will support you. Okay? And then we started keeping pigs up to now. But how did I survive when I didn't have money? Because I was no longer working as a vet. I was looking after my kids but I was a what? A farmer. And now, remember again what Honorable told you? When you are in high places, you also meet high people. Now this high person, nowadays you see, are you seeing, do you see people watching this program, Abanonya? Yeah. They say, now it's the men wanting, I want a woman who has done what? Yeah. Who has a car. How will you make the car? But because she even told us, I think she talked about, I liked her preamble there. Home economics, all these things you need to know. I'm doing all this because I was exposed to them either at home or at school. So how I do the value addition with the pork, and we make the best pork. You wait, you're going to eat it. You will make from here like this. You just go there. There's a car there. It's a food truck actually. You don't even when you have a party now. This is Kalango. I'm making Kalango for you. When you have a party, you just call. Please come, and I'll come with the car and you know. And we roast the pork there. Yes. Now, we have to look at professions. Some of our professions, they're difficult, but you have to look at them and say, me personally, I decided to develop my career first. Okay? Like Honorable told you, don't listen to these people. It's good to respect them. But what do you want there? Normally, some of us or many people, they think after you've left school, you've graduated from university, what else do you do? Get married. So after you've gotten married, the next thing you have to give birth. Because if you are unlucky like me who gave birth to prematures, what will you do? Will you ever work? You get what I'm saying? And as you are there looking after, what else do you do? The next what? Okay, what products? So, At 6 months, a pig is about 90 to 110 kilos if you feed it so well, okay? And you have the right genetics, that's what should be. So when you cut it, it's about 80 kilos, 70 to 80 kilos, carcass weight. Carcass weight is the meat, okay? So you can decide to just sell it at that particular time. Or, these are the things. We still do chops. For that matter, I'll ask the person. I'll answer the person who said our products are in the supermarket. They would have been, of course, not in Kampala, but we used to sell in before. We used to sell in around Entebbe. Then when COVID came, of course, COVID wouldn't move, blah blah blah. But I already had clients or people, okay, like your parents, other people. So what they do, we used to do a lot of online. You understand? So people order. So most of our pork, people order for it, and then we just send it to them. It becomes cheaper. We don't have issues of, you know, going and delivering to, and then it stays there in the supermarket for a long time. So we have clients already who call us, and we give them whatever. Like actually yesterday I had to deliver about 100 skewers to a friend who had a party. So things like that. So the raw pork and the, yeah. We also have another unit in Gulu where I do the same. So basically, but most of our clients are either online, they call, and then we deliver. We find it much cheaper for us to do that. And then, so the other value, so that's one. You add value to the pork by making special chops or special cuts. We also spice. You can take just the meat when it's just spiced, okay? And then you do it for yourself. You don't roast, but it's spiced, or we roast. Then we also, these are the other things we get out of pork. The lard, the fat from pork is called lard. We make cosmetics out of them. We make soap, we make Vaseline, we make lots of things. Now, if you go in the developed world, which I'm not.
Biomedical laboratory
What did you do at O level? What to relate?
I did biology, chemistry, math, PCM, food and nutrition. Now I'm doing interesting myself in a PhD.
So, what we learned from Lydia and Helen is that career is fluid. You can start out in a certain career, you can change history, or you can specialize in a certain area. She started from business, specialized in international organization standards. Now she's doing quality assurance in a manufacturing industry. Yeah? Helen did biomedical technology, yeah, and now she specialized in epidemiology. Epidemiologists, what do they do? Epidemiologists then study behavior of diseases, identify what are the causes, what are the factors associated, what have intervention, how effective are. That information is helpful to design disease prevention methods, okay? And to identify people at high risk. When the doctor said if you have a lot of weight, you are at risk of hypertension, epidemiologists would have associated.
That's me. I feel, honored. So I thank God for PSW.
Thank you and congratulations. Thank you for being innovative. There's also something called ideation. And we can co-create these ideas with you. It's your idea, but we help you improve it. And PSF will be happy to partner with your school team.
Orion Designs.
Yes. What is it called?
Orion.
Orion.
Yes.
good. So we will be happy to scale Orion. Eh? Okay. All right, ladies. Anyone would like one last one to take the podium and tell us about your idea, how you'd like us to help you. Anyone else? Or that's it? Oh, I have a question. My name is Sarah Ajingo, the Vice Chair of the Board of Private Sector Foundation Uganda and the Director for Professional Services Sector. But I am into farming, but also like many of us, I'm sure many of you have parents who are doing lots of things. But I also run my company, which I founded in 2015. It's called Soft Power Communications. It's a PR and communications agency, but we also now have a news website called Soft Power News, www.softpower.ug, and we are radically positive about Uganda. Soft Power is an award-winning agency. We have been awarded twice for promoting Uganda's tourism. But initially I had just my phone and internet. So you don't have to have lots of money to start. Like I see ladies.
5 minutes whatever. So.
Not a small person.
So the whole of the thing, the mobile game, having a mobile lab inside. Doctors, they don't forget. Go there in shifts. See there and which are there in council. So that the number of people who are around 5. What we entertain there is samples. We can have as much as we can, 1,000, 10,000 samples, what not. We want. So we have like, we have like 6 mobile labs. This is small. We have the trailer having 2 mobile labs. We have the one which are bigger. Come on, now, try. But we can support you in many fields. You can take my number if you can, and then I will get my number. We can communicate. We can support you. Because now in the era of digital policing, CCTV support digital policing. What can you do? How can science solve crime? Not what happened yesterday. Get the witnesses. I want cameras. Real time news. Okay. Any question? Thank you so much.
An ambush. Do you have somewhere where you can protect yourselves from it in case they manage to penetrate?
Yeah, this van is, you see, when this van is moving, it's mounted on the communication. You see, this now right now I'm on different channel. They are mounted in my movements. So when I leave my station from headquarters, I send a message. I'm heading to Gayaza. So all patrol cars, all cameras are focusing on this van now. They're monitoring us and they're standby vehicles to support us. And also we are armed. We are commandos also. So even if you're a scientist, you must be trained.
At 68 kilometers per hour and 120 meters away from this machine. Because when you know that the person has been driving at that particular speed, it means on the road there has been a signage of 50 kilometers per hour. When you find it in the ignition, meaning you are supposed to be driving the way this is speed limit. Now when you listen, radar is sitting, this person is sitting, and it has 68 kilometers per hour. Meaning, Nigeria has been driving by 18.
So that we are able to get the proper guidance to make the right informed decisions. Thank you so much. To our exhibitors, we want to say that we are grateful. To our exhibitors, to say that we are grateful is an understatement for the time and the energy you've taken to impart knowledge with us. For the time and the energy that you've taken to impart knowledge in us, we really thank you, and we pray that God may pay you back with a full measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over. Thank you so much for playing your part in building the nation, because as one of us reminded us yesterday, we are Uganda's future and we are Uganda's tomorrow, and it all begins today. So thank you so much for playing your part in building the nation. Since today, they have been able to learn at least the fact that the person they aspire to be tomorrow starts with the decisions that they take today or not. So we are really grateful for the fact that you have given some of us, I speak this mainly on behalf of the S1s, maybe who did not have an idea of where they want to be, and maybe of those who knew what they wanted to be, and you have enlightened them and given them broader knowledge about what it really takes to be a doctor, what it really takes to be a lawyer, what it really takes to own a business, you know. Thank you so much for taking time. And I believe that this has been an energy booster, that we have gained the intrinsic motivation to read for our different examinations, whether it be the mock exams for the candidates and end of term for the rest of us to read, because we need to be the person that we want to be in future, and it all starts now. So thank you so much for coming, and may the good Lord grant you journey mercy on your way back. May He guide you, may He continue to prosper your businesses, may He continue to lead you to more and greater prosperity. Thank you so much for honoring our invite. May God bless you. Thank you so much for honoring our invite. May God bless you. And to the girls, I want to remind you, require us to treat others the way we want to be treated. Never give up. Thank you.
See you 7 hours later after I saw you when we were starting. And as I told you at the beginning, for me it's always a pleasure to be here. You know, we are told that in scientific, you don't want to age, stay among young people. So I came here to partake of your youthfulness. So thank you for sharing. That is one. Two, for those of you who came to the agribusiness camp, I want to thank you for coming, and I want you to remember one thing. A lot of things were said there, but the exhibitors from Itoto said something which I am like, yeah, I can identify with that. The lady from Itoto, the production manager, started PR, public relations, but now she has to understand the chemistry of the cosmetics. And she's like, I went to school, I was there for 4 years, I wasted time instead of understanding chemistry. I was saying, oh, it is too hard. And she was advising the ladies who were there that now that you are here, try and learn as much as you can. I want to tell you something. In my life, I've learned a lot of things, including learning how to speak Korean. But nothing is completely useless. I remember one time I was somewhere and the speaker was a Korean guy. I was so excited I wanted to speak to him in Korean. So I went and said, Hamsamida means thank you. He was so happy. He got home and even wrote to me because I spoke that one word of Korean. So now that you people are lucky, because for me, I was here for 6 years. We only had career guidance once. And that lady came when we were in senior 4, she came to help us fill the application forms for senior 5, because during those days it was normal for people going to teaching, nursing and all that, once in 6 years. So you people are lucky that we are here, we love you. Most of the people you saw exhibiting, none of them hesitated. The moment they are invited to Gayaza, no more questions. They just wait for the formal invitation. It is good to be loved. Please partake of as much as you can take. For me, I'm not here to convince anybody to join agribusiness or agriculture. My job is to tell you that the house you are in has got so many windows. There are so many possibilities. There are so many choices. Make a right choice, which you will enjoy. Maybe the last thing I said in the tent today is that whatever you do, I want you to imagine, one of the ladies I spoke to wants to be an aero engineer. And I said, fine, but when you come back from the sky, who will you talk to? Because you tell us the conversation about the sky for maybe a month or 2. We shall not keep coming to you to hear about the moon. It is good to have some real information and have something to do. Once again, you are likely to live until you are 100. Maybe if they are just a retirement age, it will go to 75. I want you to think, what will you be doing between 75 and 100? Make sure you have got that type of profession, business, whatever, which will keep you busy, desirable, and invited to the right tables all the time until you are invited by God. I wish you all the best. May you never, ever give up. Thank you. I addressed the girls and I forgot to address the exhibitors. To those exhibitors who are still here, we really want to thank you for loving us. Thank you for coming. Those of you who have been invited to the farm camp, it is only next month. But those of you who may not be here for the farm camp, maybe because you are not from agribusiness, see you next year. You are now on our radar. We shall keep inviting you. Thank you.
So it's a pleasure to join you and to be at Gayaza. I'm a proud parent of Gayaza High School. Mariam's mom, she's in senior 2. Just to say thank you to Gayaza High School, the headmistress, and your entire team for inviting us and for executing a fantastic Careers Day. I know that all the ladies, the young ladies here are brimming with lots of ideas. I wish we had these opportunities when we were growing up. You heard Honorable saying that the only career guidance she received was when she was filling in those application forms. But I've heard all of you today asking about starting businesses, about doing something around climate action. It's all in your what? In your hands. The future is very bright for you. At PSFU, we are happy to handhold businesses. We champion the growth of businesses in Uganda. A total of 3.5 million businesses across 13 sectors of Uganda's economy. So it's been a pleasure to listen to you and to understand your perspectives. I have told many of you today that government can only employ 55,000. Imagine, government has been in existence since 1962, but government employees are how many? 55,000. And our population, anyone knows the number of Ugandans today? 45 million people. You know the number of students churned out of universities every year? In their thousands. So logically, government cannot absorb all of you. The future is in your hands. You can actually open a business
the day after you complete UNEB after Senior 6. And this is just a few years away. So we'll be happy to hold you. The next time we are here for Careers Day, we shall be here bigger. We will have Uganda Registration Services Bureau to take you through how to open your businesses. And you know, you don't have to come from a privileged family to start. You can own a little business, and with all these opportunities of affordable financing, your business can grow into a top African brand. So see you very soon at the farm camp and next year at the Careers Day. My wish for you is that you succeed, you pass your exams, and greetings from our board, from Private Sector Foundation. We wish you God's blessings and thank you, exhibitors. Here are our partners, Newman. I have seen New Cafe. We partner with them to create jobs. Thank you very much. I can see afros and malls. They are the reason for my beautiful, hairstyle. Thank you very much. See you next year for Careers Day.
Thank you so much. We have heard it from the exhibitors, and surely we cannot add anything apart from believing and hoping that as these people sacrifice their time to come and share with us, they shape our mind and perception towards the different career choices. So like I said, we would keep it quick and brief. We may now go and have a final. From here, people will be winding up their stalls to head away. Have a good evening and a blessed Sunday.